It was supposed to be just another September 1st, yet as the clock struck midnight in Seoul, something extraordinary happened in the world of social media. Millions of voices across the globe rose in unison, chanting one name, Jungkook. By dawn, the internet had exploded. The golden maknae of BTS wasn't just trending, he was dominating. In fact, Jungkook's birthday mentions on X, formerly Twitter, skyrocketed so high that they overtook global headlines about Donald Trump's rumored death, a story that was already gripping the world's attention. How did a birthday celebration outshine one of the most controversial figures in modern politics? The answer lies in the unstoppable power of ARMY. Reports confirmed that Jungkook's birthday was mentioned over 20 million times on X within 24 hours. In comparison, the rumors surrounding Trump's alleged death only reached 15.6 million mentions. This was no small victory. It was a reminder, once again, that BTS's influence is not bounded by music, countries, or even politics. Jungkook alone had managed to unite the globe under a single hashtag Happy Birthday Jungkook. For fans, Jungkook's birthday is more than a celebration, it's a mission. Weeks before September 1, ARMY had already been organizing projects across continents, from charity donations and blood drives to massive billboard campaigns in New York, Tokyo, and Jakarta. The fandom prepared for this day like an international festival. When the moment arrived, hashtags exploded. Fan edits, streaming parties, and heartfelt messages filled the platform. For many ARMYs, the trending battle wasn't just about numbers, it was about showing Jungkook just how deeply loved he is, especially after a difficult year filled with personal struggles, rumors, and relentless spotlight. Social media analysts were quick to point out the irony. A story about death and controversy was eclipsed by one about life, love, and celebration. Jungkook's birthday trend became a symbol of hope, proof that positivity could dominate even the loudest storms of negativity online. Some even compared the moment to BTS's earlier social media records, from the 2020 Guinness World Record for the fastest million likes to the global domination of hashtags like #BTSArmyForever. On X, reactions poured in. Trump can wait. Today belongs to Jungkook. 20 million mentions in less than a day. The world doesn't run on politics, it runs on Jungkook's smile. This isn't just a birthday trend, it's history. ARMYs across different time zones stayed awake all night, ensuring Jungkook's name remained at the top of the charts. And they succeeded. This overwhelming show of support comes at a crucial time. With BTS preparing for their 2026 world tour and new album, Jungkook's birthday trending war proved that the group's global dominance has not waned despite their hiatus and military service. For Jungkook, who recently opened up about personal struggles and sasaeng threats, this flood of love may serve as both comfort and shield. It is ARMY's way of saying, we're here, always. On September 1, 2025, social media witnessed a battle of narratives, a world leader's rumored death against a singer's birthday celebration. And the singer won. Because Jungkook isn't just an idol, he's a phenomenon, a reminder that joy can travel faster than fear, and love cannot shine even the darkest headlines. And as ARMY proved once again, when it comes to Jungkook, nothing, not even politics, can stand in their way. It didn't matter if it was Seoul, New York, Paris, or Jakarta. On the night of August 31, rolling into September 1, a digital storm was brewing. ARMYs everywhere had one mission: make Jungkook's birthday the biggest global celebration on the internet. Some fans set alarms for midnight KST. Others pulled all-nighters just to tweet at the right time. The goal wasn't simply to wish him happy birthday. The goal was to drown out everything else, every rumor, every negative headline, every political drama, with pure love for Jungkook. And they succeeded. At 11:59 p.m. KST, silence didn't exist. Hashtags like Happy Birthday Jungkook, hashtag Golden Maknae Day, and hashtag Jungkook Deserves the World were already climbing the trending charts. When the clock struck midnight, it was like fireworks exploding in cyberspace. Within 5 minutes, Jungkook's name had already secured the #1 spot worldwide. Within 1 hour, his mentions had crossed 5 million. Fans weren't just typing tweets, they were posting carefully crafted edits, artworks, fan videos, donation receipts, and even clips of Jungkook's legendary performances. Each post was a gift, each hashtag a ribbon tied to the love they wanted to send across the ocean. In India, ARMY projected birthday messages onto skyscrapers. In Brazil, street graffiti with Jungkook's face appeared overnight, glowing under neon lights. In Japan, fans gathered at karaoke bars, singing Euphoria and Still With You until dawn. In Los Angeles, a massive digital billboard lit up with the words, "Happy Birthday Jungkook, from ARMY with love." It wasn't just a celebration. It was an international festival, an unspoken pact between millions of strangers who shared the same love. Yes, Jungkook's mentions surpassed Trump's breaking news. But for ARMY, the victory wasn't just about numbers. It was about sending Jungkook a message. Even when the world talks about chaos, we will talk about you. Even when headlines spread fear, we will spread love. Even when your privacy is invaded, we will remind you of your worth. That night, the ARMY didn't just trend hashtags. They built a wall of love strong enough to silence the noise of the outside world. And then, just when the internet was at its loudest, Jungkook appeared. Live on Weavers, hair casually tousled, voice soft but warm, he greeted fans. "ARMY, I see you. Thank you for making today so special." He showed off his new piercings, he laughed about his cake, and most importantly, he addressed the elephant in the room, the recent break-in attempt at his home. With honesty and courage, Jungkook admitted it had shaken him, but he also promised he was safe and grateful for ARMY's love. It wasn't just a live stream, it was a moment of intimacy. Jungkook didn't just celebrate his birthday, he let fans into his world, even the vulnerable corners. And ARMY, in return, only loved him more. For millions of fans, Jungkook's birthday was a day of joy. But behind the trending hashtags, glowing billboards, and endless love, another story was unfolding. One that reminded the world of the heavy price he pays for fame. Just 24 hours before his birthday, news broke. A stalker fan had been arrested near Jungkook's residence. The woman, reportedly in her 40s, had trespassed into the private parking area of his home. It wasn't the first time Jungkook had faced such danger. But this time, the timing cut deeper. It happened on the eve of what was supposed to be his happiest day. When Jungkook appeared live to celebrate his birthday, he didn't just smile and sing. He addressed the truth. His voice, though calm, carried weight. "I don't want to bring this up on my birthday, but you should know. Someone entered my space again. I was shocked, but I am okay." ARMY, who had tuned in expecting lighthearted laughter, felt their hearts clench. The same boy they had promised to protect was once again forced to confront the very thing they feared most, losing his safety. This wasn't the first incident. Over the years, Jungkook has endured countless invasions of privacy, sasaengs following him at airports, leaking his personal schedules, even sending gifts directly to his home address. Now, with yet another stalker arrested, fans ask the painful question, when will it stop? The truth is, Jungkook has lived under a microscope for over a decade, and while ARMY's love is boundless, the obsession of a few has turned dangerous. But this time, Jungkook wasn't just a victim, he fought back. In his live stream, he spoke with rare firmness. "There are cameras everywhere. Everything is recorded. If you try to come near my home again, I will not stay silent." It was a side of Jungkook fans rarely see. The gentle, shy Golden Maknae turning into a man who has drawn a line. His warning wasn't just to the stalker, but to anyone who still dared to confuse obsession with love. ARMYs flooded the chat with messages of support. "We're so proud of you for speaking up. Please stay safe, Jungkook. You don't deserve this." Real love respects boundaries. Within hours, the fandom mobilized. Reports poured into Korean authorities. Online, ARMY spread hashtags demanding stronger protection for Jungkook, tagging HYBE, and calling for legal action. Fan bases in different countries organized petitions and campaigns urging stricter anti-stalking laws in South Korea. What started as a birthday celebration had now turned into a global outcry for justice. For ARMY, Jungkook's safety wasn't just a request, it was a demand. This chapter of Jungkook's life painted a heartbreaking picture of duality. By day, he was celebrated as the world's most beloved idol with millions chanting his name across the globe. By night, he was forced to look over his shoulder in his own home. And yet, even in that duality, Jungkook found strength. By speaking out, he reminded fans and the world that idols are not untouchable figures. They are human beings who bleed, fear, and deserve peace.